field goal, but we're on offense and we've got the ball.
The old ball coach gave the United Center more to cheer about as the Democratic VP nominee gave an electric performance, but not every single Democrat is on board. Delegates from the uncommitted movement staged a sit-in outside the United Center on Thursday, hoping it would push the DNC to include a pro-Palestinian speaker, as rallies for a ceasefire were peaceful.
Yesterday's protest ended with no arrests, no one injured.
Tonight, the focus is on one of the most popular names out there right now that many people don't know too much about.
Kamala Harris!
Wink News is Campaign Central. Today we introduce you to Vice President Kamala Harris before she even steps foot on the stage. And we met up with a woman who shared a classroom with Harris and shares a sorority with her and flew from Fort Myers to Chicago to hear her AKA sister speak. There's a saying being tossed around here at the Democratic Convention that Kamala Harris is famous but not well known. Tonight she has a chance to change that. Hello from Chicago. I'm Russ McCaskey. Now, in the eyes of many Democrats, Kamala Harris is, of course, famous for being a vice president. But outside of supporting reproductive rights, people wonder what she really stands for. Harris was California's Attorney General, a U.S. Senator, and became the nation's first female vice president. One delegate from Southwest Florida told me these 4 days have been a great opportunity to get to know her better.
There's a lot of videos that the campaign has put out, so we're getting to know about Kamala Harris and her mom, Shamala, and her sister, and her best friend, and how she's been a fighter for the people since she was in kindergarten, avenging her friend from a bully, and that took her through her prosecutor career.
And tonight, of course, Harris has a chance to speak directly to the voters, tell them exactly who she is and what she stands for. I want to bring in Wink News anchor Claire Galt. She's been talking with someone who knows Kamala Harris very well. Claire?
Russ, I have, but first of all, I want to point out that Pink is actually right behind me on the stage right now. She is practicing for her performance tonight. She is tonight's key performer, and she has the crowd really riled up right now. They're all lifting, their little phone flashlights, singing with each other, they're celebrating. And Imelda Brown from Fort Myers told me there is a reason that we keep hearing about all of this energy, excitement, and joy here on the convention floor. She told me that's because that's the way that Kamala Harris makes people feel. And she said she would know because they go way back. Imelda Brown has picture proof. She and Kamala Harris are tight. Here they are during the 2020 primaries when Harris ran, then dropped out, and eventually became Joe Biden's running mate. But their bond goes much deeper.
We are a family.
Brown, who lives in Fort Myers, and Harris are sisters of sorts, sorority sisters.
I went to Howard University with Kamala. I am in her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, and I actually was one of the deans on her line.
And after graduating in the 80s, the two stayed in touch. Now, Brown is here in Chicago to support her decades-long friend. She accepts the Democratic Party's nomination for president. Brown told me Harris will bring her A game and believes voters will see the Harris she knows and loves.
She has always been a very positive, a lot of energy person, and she has always fought for people from all walks of life.
And Brown won't be the only AKA sister cheering Harris on. In fact, she held a soiree luncheon with all of these ladies to celebrate her rise to the top. The sisters told me Harris is loving, caring, and kind. But they've seen her fiery side too, the one that's not afraid to take on Donald Trump.
Her husband yesterday, Doug Emhoff, was talking about her, she can see when people are weak, that look that he was talking about. I've seen that look. And it's true. It's like she is strong, she's fearless, and with the laugh, with that look, it's a winner.
She will fight for women's rights. She will fight for child care, women going back to work and having affordable health care. She will fight for everything. We believe in infrastructure. She's going to do everything she has to do, and she will stand by her word.
Now, Imelda Brown told me she is not surprised to be in this arena tonight, watching her longtime friend be nominated for president. She said she always knew Kamala Harris would do big things, and she is just excited she gets to join in on all the fun. And as I told you guys, the excitement is building here. If we can zoom in one more time, you can see all the delegates that have packed this place. Pink is still on stage, so everybody is really, really excited for tonight, and we are still hours away from Kamala Harris's big speech. I'm live at the DNC in Chicago. Chicago, Claire Galt, Wink News.
Claire, thank you. We'll